Yeah, what's up? You tuned in to talk your ish with Hamidicus. It's more so bossed up. It's more so just about speaking to everybody. You know, there's a lot of people that have opinions, concerns, a lot of things about my approach. You know what I'm saying? How I speak, how I address things, how I address issues. So I just want to, I'm not explaining myself to anybody, but I just want to make some things clear. Word. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, bro. But I just want to make some things clear. You know, people was getting upset, particularly yesterday, you know, about me saying, as I'm talking about black men and our role and our responsibility and the psychological warfare that's been, you know, waged against us for hundreds of years. You know, people were saying, well, what about the Puerto Ricans, or what about this? And I'm like, yo, well, fuck that right now. I'm not talking about them and da-da-da-da. People taking that like I'm saying F Puerto Ricans, or I don't got love for Puerto Ricans or Latins or Mexican, whatever, right? My thing is this: when I'm talking about me and when I'm talking about us, when I'm talking about the black man, yes, the heterosexual black man, that everybody has a problem when I talk just about them, right? I don't have to involve the homosexuals. I don't have to involve the Latin community. I don't have to involve the Arab community. I don't have to involve the white community, and that's okay. That is okay. That don't mean that I don't have respect or anything for those other groups of people. I'm saying that I choose to focus on myself and the people exactly like me, the young men and boys that are exactly like me from my culture, my background, my community. That's that. When I'm in a heated conversation about how important that is, and then you mention somebody else, yes, I'm like, fuck, I'm not talking about that right now. That's not to disrespect them, but I am only focusing on that because in the Latin community, they focus on themselves. In the Asian community, they focus on themselves. In the white community, they focus on themselves. In every other community, it's okay for them to focus on themselves, and that be fine, and that be cool, and it's not racist. When I do it because I talk loud, because I use my hands, because I slam my hand on the table, or because I'm passionate about my point, or because I got this beard and this prostration mark and these tattoos, I'm hood, I'm ghetto, I'm talking like I'm from prison, I'm all this BS that has nothing to do about the alarming rate we're losing young black boys to either the prison system or dead. None of that, me not addressing that, leaving that unaddressed is a problem to me as a man. That's a problem. So when I'm highly excited about that or passionate about that, I might say a couple things wrong. So what? It's freedom of speech. I might say some things that ain't too cool. So what? What? Who care? And then this is my other thing with my own people. Why are you talking about slavery? Why are you talking about in the time of Martin Luther King? Why are you talking about when President Reagan was when Ronald Reagan was the president? Why are you talking about what Donald Trump is doing? Why are you talking about you can't, the drugs in the community? Stop making excuses. Y'all black men always want to talk about somebody else did something to you. What y'all doing? Listen to here. It has been psychological warfare put on the heterosexual black male across the country, the world, forever. So it's only right I speak about that. It's only right that I make a point to say, listen, we jammed up. We got psychological, it was psychological warfare waged against us, and we have post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying? It's only right for me to speak up about that. It's like if you want to cure cancer, you can't cure cancer without finding out where cancer came from. So how are we going to cure the sicknesses and the illnesses in our community if we don't get to the root of the problem? And the root of the problem was we're on our own. We are our own worst enemies. In a sense, we are our own worst enemies when we don't want to listen to people because they don't sound like we sound, or they don't say it the way we say it. But let me tell you this. Let me give you some game. Martin Luther King spoke real soft. Martin Luther King told us to pray. Martin Luther King told us to turn the other cheek. Look up how many times Martin Luther King got locked up for a peaceful protest. Look how many times Martin Luther King got locked up for telling us just be cool. So if I gotta get locked up, hurt, whatever, die, any of those things, I'm gonna do it fighting. I'm gonna tell my young boys stand up and fight. I'm gonna tell the community and the men stand up and fight. Not fight physically and go out here and punch on nobody or pick on white people or pick on Spanish people. No, but how they got Spanish pride, Jamaican pride, African pride, Egyptian pride, Arab pride, white pride, all this pride. And it's okay. Soon as we got black pride or talking about black economics or black unity, we talking about we got to make it clear that we ain't being racist. I don't have to make that clear. Me. Whoever feel like you need to make that clear, that every time you say, yo, listen, my brothers, I want y'all to A, B, C, and D. But I don't mean nothing to you other brothers. I ain't doing that. Because didn't nobody do that when they snatched us up. Ain't nobody do that when they threw cocaine and heroin in the communities. Ain't nobody do that when they gave brothers of me, only us. Okay, they did it to Puerto Ricans. Okay, they did it to Mexicans. Okay, they did it to other people. I'm talking about this, though. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody was saying, yo, ho, how about the black man, yo? What about him? You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They giving them life in they hood for drugs. You know what I'm saying? You got rapists out here, no matter what color they is, serving a year, 2 years, get out, get probation, go back, rape somebody again. You get a brother, sell drugs, might get life, might get 25 years. And people asking me, why you feel like you always got to talk about the black man? If I have to answer that question for you, get off of my thing. Don't look at nothing I got to say. Block me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't speak to me in the street, whatever. Because at the end of the day, you had the Kings, you had the X's, you had the Garveys, you had the Du Bois, you had the people from the Black Panther Party. Everybody fought the fight differently. The end result is we all wanted what? Freedom. We all wanted equality. We all wanted justice. Everybody. So that's the same thing I'm saying right now. That's the things that I want to see. This is what I want. And if you feel like that you already see it and you already getting it, cool. But I can speak for a whole lot of people that don't. I can say that. I can say for real, a whole lot of people I speak for don't have that. Don't feel them rights. Don't feel that respect. Don't feel that justice. Is everybody right? Is everybody living right? No. Again, why we got to go back into what led up to this point? Because you can't cure cancer without finding out where cancer comes from. The disease that we suffering in the black community is a sickness. It's a cancer. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. This right here, while I'm talking, I got that bossed up gel with the fruit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this. America celebrate their criminals. America celebrate their rapists. America celebrate their killers. America celebrate their thieves. Some of them on our money. Some of them on the money we spending. Some of them on the money that we killing each other for every day. Was killers, rapists, slave traders and owners, and thieves. But that's okay. And when I say something about it, I'm being racist or I'm being mean or I'm being, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Just like you want to talk about, they celebrate Al Capone. They celebrate Whitey Bulger. They celebrate all the criminals that built up Las Vegas. They celebrate the mob. They celebrate all this shit. But as soon as if somebody like me or one of our people they got people from Griselda Blanco family that got a TV show talking about growing up, just like the mob joined with Growing Up Gotti. The Griselda Blanco, it's a TV show called Growing Up Cartel or something like that. We can celebrate everybody else and they faults and how they got to where they got to and how their transition was. But soon you can't do that for us though. And when I talk about it, it's a problem. When I talk about it, I got to stop every 2 sentences and say, oh, but nah, not the Puerto Ricans. Oh, no, but the white men. I don't have to do that. And if you're offended by me not doing that, to me, you a sucker. You can feel how you want. It's freedom of speech. You get where I'm coming from? It's okay. We allowed to have different perspectives, different views. Some people can't say, listen, I can't talk about a person who did well in school, went and got a loan, went and got a college degree, went and started a career, went and bought a nice house. And I can't speak on that because that's not what I did. That's not the route I traveled. So the route I travel, I can speak to that, and I can speak to the mistakes I made. I can speak to the things that I did wrong and the things that I did wrong in the community or within family or whatever and that. And now I'm angry about that because I lost all this time. I'm seeing the people behind me losing all this time. I seen the people in front of me lost all that time. And then we don't even talk about how they started snatching our men out of the households, how they start snatching our men from the community. But if I say that, I gotta say, oh yeah, but it was Puerto Ricans in jail too. Oh yeah, but it was. So okay, yes, my approach, my tone, might be a little, you understand where I'm coming from? But the reality is, this is a real thing that happened. COINTELPRO was real. Iran-Contra was real. Ronald Reagan and the CIA dropping off tons of crack cocaine in the ghettos is real. The design of a urban community with liquor stores on every corners and projects and row homes and stacked on top of each other, this is real. Our black women being raped and stole and our home and things being taken from us and being in chains and bondage and hung and thrown in the water, stabbed, killed, beat, shot by the people who oppressed us is real. The same laws, rules, and regulations that was written by our forefathers and all this and that, get into the Constitution, get into these laws, and you tell me if I shouldn't be angry or aggravated or excited or filled with passion when I'm speaking about this. You look into some of the things that still exist right now. You look at the people who originally put the laws for us in place. Yeah, has there been some adjustments? Okay. Has there been some setbacks too? Yes. Is there some same similarities now as 1920? Yes. Is there same similarities now as there was during slavery? Yes. Capitalism is a crime. You feel where I'm coming from? You know, making unjust laws, rules, and regulations is a crime. How many of y'all know what it feels like to go somewhere to try to find somewhere to live and you got to put your criminal background on the application and it might stop you from being able to live somewhere? Now, honestly speaking, how many white boys you think that committed a crime is going to go through the same thing? Yes, will there be some? Yeah. Will it be more of us that go through that? Yeah. Is it from a part of a design? Yeah. Is it psychological warfare? Yeah. So why, when I say that, I gotta say, oh, but I don't mean nothing against them, or oh no, I don't mean nothing against that. Oh, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be saying that. You sound racist. You are attacking other groups and people. Huh? Everybody, nobody told nobody don't be hard on us. But if you be hard on somebody else, you gotta be cool. Stop, don't do that. That ain't right. Man, that's some BS. That's not the spirit I come from. There's people with that spirit, cool, and I'll support them. I'm not gonna tell them, oh, you sound weak, you sound like a chump, you sound like a sucker, you shouldn't talk like that. No, support them in that energy they got to get us where we ain't. That's it. That's what you should do. I don't care. You ain't got to support me. You ain't got to back me because I'm cool with what I think and what I say and how I feel. Slept like a baby. Because right is right, wrong is wrong. Come on, man. The way that I've studied and read from history, how people from my lineage and my culture and my ancestors was treated, and how it still happens today. Pay attention. Somebody told me, well, you got to water it down some. What do Donald Trump water down when he talk? This is the president of the United States of America. What does he water down? He don't like nobody. He don't like nobody. You got people that'll stand up for what he talking about and talk, or tell me, oh, you this, that. You might have a Hispanic person say something like that, to me a Mexican or another black person, and you be like, well, did you hear what this motherfucker that run our country saying? You telling me I need to chill with how I talk and what I'm saying. Do you hear what? And you should be careful because you representing a station, or you on a station, and that's national. This is the president of the United States of America on national, international, global TV. And he tell you he don't like nobody, none of us, none of you, none of me, nothing. But I should just be cool with what I see. I'm angry because black men ain't investing with each other. I'm angry because we watch people come here and build stores, buy homes, send for other family and bring them here. We've seen the formula. We watched it with the Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, the Asians, the Chinese, the Arabs, the people from Yemen, Bangladesh. We watch them because that's all who run our community. Every single store, every black-owned business is a barbershop, or somebody like me and other entrepreneurs that selling stuff out their trunk, or pop-up shops and this, that. And most of the barbershops, a lot of the brothers and sisters don't own the property, they own the business. That's not ownership. I'm angry at that. So me being angry at that, and me being angry that we're not doing what needs to be done in our communities, and me addressing that, and then you stop me in the middle of that and tell me that I need to be thinking about a homosexual, or tell me I need to be concerned about what the Puerto Rican man went through, or that I need to be concerned about, why, or I need to not try to talk about what happened 400 years ago, 50 years ago, 70 years ago, 20 years ago, and I get angry. How can I not? How can I not get angry? How can I not get upset? I ain't mastered that yet. I'm full of mistakes. But I know I'm right about I know I'm right about we need to get our shit together. I know I'm right about we need to start investing together. I know I'm right about we need to start standing up for ourselves. Word. I am. Thank you, brother, but I'm going to speak it. Sea moss gel. Mossed up, bossed up. A little bit of pineapples. If I don't speak it, who will? I had to say sorry. They want me to say sorry. I gotta be apologetic for what we've been through as a people, and I address it and talk about it. No, I don't. I won't. And when I say I don't care what nobody think, that's not being rude. That's not being arrogant. That's not being mean. That's being realistic. Just like I said, Martin Luther King spoke calm, spoke soft. He was America's enemy #1. He said, pray to Jesus. Don't swing back. Keep your head down. peaceful protests. They got beat over their heads. This ain't that long ago. What you talking about? Why am I talking about that? What are you talking about? I sound rude. What are you talking about? I'm bashing other people. We got bashed in real life, physically. And that don't upset you? Don't say nothing to me. You don't got to speak or nothing. It's okay. You don't got to click on nothing I got. You don't got to say hi in the street. You probably don't got my number. You don't got to call me. Don't pay attention to nothing I'm doing, because my message ain't for you. My message is for the person that understand what I understand, that see what I see. That's who my message is for. It ain't for those who don't see what I see, feel what I feel, or think what I think. I don't even want you to have an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's fucking outrageous that somebody could say to me the things that they say, and to them it's outrageous what I'm saying. So that's cool. So if we outrageous to each other, we don't need to be in the same conversation. Because it's outrageous to me that we celebrate a black man in a dress on the Oscar Awards on national TV. Now people say, oh, him being gay don't have nothing to do with you. Him being gay doesn't affect you. You better teach your kids what you want to teach them. You better all this, right? Okay. In the same breath, somebody say, yeah, because all the black men, they in prison. Them they shooting each other, they killing each other, they selling drugs. That's why there ain't no men out here. Okay, you're right. That is a reason why there ain't no black men out here, because they robbing each other, killing each other, selling drugs to their families, disrespecting their community. That is a reason why there's no black men out here. Another reason is a whole bunch of them is homosexuals. That's okay. I can think that. That is one of the reasons why there's a shortage of black men outside of crime. That they will tell you, oh, there ain't no black men in the community because of crime. Ain't none because them niggas are selling drugs and all of them, they thugs. They all just go to prison. The other rest of them work, go to school, do good stuff. Boom, they the ones that's around here. Right? The other ones is homosexuals. So if they're wrong, I'm not saying it's not about right or wrong. It ain't about a person's sexual preference. I'm saying I'm upset that it's okay to promote that, to subconsciously push that into the mind of a child to take him away from procreation. When I'm dealing with certain sciences and stuff. I'm not dealing with the shit you looking at on the surface. I'm dealing with when we got all them men locked up. Is this pertaining to the broadcast that you had on? I believe it was two. Yeah, one of them. I don't know. I'm not being rude. No, I think everything I say is a problem about what I say. So I'm just addressing it overall, and then I'm never addressing it again. And I'm going to say what I want, when I want, how I want, unapologetically. This isn't an apology. This is just me stating facts. The same exact way I'm angry, I'm upset when our men is hauled off to prison. I'm upset when it's, the crimes is happening. So I can also be upset when I see a man like me be a homosexual, because now I know he can't produce children. He's not going to marry a woman. He's not going to be raising a boy to be a man. That bothers me. Not that he's a homosexual. Not that what he chooses to do with his personal life. No. The same way somebody would be upset that somebody they constantly putting on TV about a black man committing crimes or robbing. People be mad like, oh, it's always in the movies, the black man always got to be a thug. He always got to be a gangster. He always got to be a drug dealer. So I'm mad that now he always got to be a homosexual. What's the difference? Because I'm upset not about his homosexuality, but what it produces and promotes to the black community. That bothers me. Not that I don't not about the person being a homosexual. It bothers me the rate black men is going to prison and dying. Not that it's not a problem that the rate that Puerto Ricans or Hispanics or Latin community is going to prison or dying. No, I'm just more concerned about myself and my people. And that is perfectly fine. Actually, it's excellent, because when you care about yourself, be a king, not a pawn. Be a king, not a pawn. When you care about yourself and you care about your community and you care about the children in it, you do better. You do better. And that's the goal. Let's do better. Let's do better. Simply, as simple as that. Let's do better. Now, when I talk, I'm talking to the black man. Yes, and I'm not sorry. I'm talking to the heterosexual black man, because he feel emotionally how I feel. Am I not talking to the homosexual black man? No, it's not that I'm not talking to him. If he get it, cool. Is it that I'm not talking to the black woman? No. If she get it, cool. Is it that I'm not talking to the Latin community? No. If they get it, cool. Is it that I'm against the white community? No. But if they get it, cool. If they don't, if I say America celebrates they killers, they thieves, they rapists, you know, they're oppressors. If I say that, you have people that are offended, like, well, this is 2019, and I ain't this, and we didn't that. But the reality is, it's real, it happened, it existed, and it affected people. Some people have a 400 plus economic head start on us. And they say, well, why you ain't just start a business? Why you ain't just go get a loan? Some people was born to nothing. They ain't get no inheritance. They ain't have when the parents died, they didn't get a motherfucking life insurance check. Nothing. But the American government let you get $20,000, $30,000 to take your behind to school, so you could owe them 100 and something thousand. But you can't get a loan to go get no business. But now when we saying, yo, let's build up ourselves, let's build up our credit, let's build up our unified dollar, let's spend with ourselves, let's only buy with us, let's only shop with us, let's only procreate with us, let's only let's educate ourselves together. Now you guys say, oh, but I'm sorry if I bothered you by saying that. I only want to do that for us. I ain't gotta say that. Never gonna say it. Refuse to say it. I ain't gonna say it. The Asian community come over here, buy up everything. They all live together. You don't see them. You might don't see them in the schools. You don't see them come out and go shopping. You don't see them go make no bank drops. All you keep seeing is more of them coming, more of them going to stay there, more of them working in that store, more of them making money and continuing the process. They ain't never said, they ain't never said nothing about, but I see what happened with the black guy, or I see what happened to the Puerto Rican guy. Y'all ain't mad at him. You're not mad at them. In 100 years, we're going to be speaking Chinese. The Chinese are 20 years ahead of us. They ain't 20 years ahead of everybody. They more than 20 years ahead. More than that. I ain't going to be speaking Chinese, brotherhood. I'm going to be speaking black. I'll be speaking black. You hear me? Blackity black, 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 black. Black, black, black. Yo, people crazy, man. I can't understand. I can't listen. You ain't gonna understand me. I ain't gonna understand you. That's cool, and I'm okay with it. I'm not trying to understand you. Don't try to understand me. If you can't hear me direct what I'm saying, it ain't for you. This message ain't for you. So, I'm going to talk about history. I'm going to talk about what happened in our communities. I'm going to talk about slavery. I'm going to talk about pre-slavery. I'm going to talk about post-slavery. What's up, beloved? Peace. Another powerful man. Look, I'm going to talk about the 20s, the 1920s. I'm going to talk about the 1950s. I'm going to talk about the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. It's been I can pinpoint psychological strategic warfare on me and people just like me in every one of those times, you know, every one of those time frames. Every one of them time frames have been some type of strategic psychological warfare against me and those like me. And when people say this motherfucker, this burns my bridges, burn my shorts, all that. When they say, well, why are you talking about that? Why are you still trying to make excuses? Why are you crying about it's not, you only could be done what you allow to be done to you. I'm saying don't let it be done no more. And not just that, I'm saying let's get busy. Let's put some money together. Let's go buy some land. Let's go to the joint and get some trees and shit and plant them. Let's grow. Let's start some gardens. Let's buy some gold. Let's get some stocks. Let's get some people. Let's put some money behind some people. Put them through school, educate them internally or externally, whatever, and get them on Wall Street. Understand the money market. Let's do that. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that to me and you, the people that look just like me. If somebody outside of that likes what I'm saying and catch the drift, you'll come on too. Because most likely, if you're a poor white, rich Latino, rich Mexican, or rich whatever, you looked at just like me, a poor black person. I'm not poor. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. And it don't matter. You think that somewhere somebody don't look at Jay-Z like he just another nigga, you crazy. Because black people like to use Jay-Z as our measuring stick. Shit. I'm happy for the brother. Congratulations. You made moves. You're doing some things. Congratulations. It's not going to affect me directly at all if I don't do the same thing for myself. If we don't do the same things for ourselves. It's so many things that we could do. If you got 4 people, now I got this from a brother yesterday. So you got to learn to teach. He said if you get 4 people and y'all all put up $2,500, how much is that? That's $10,000, right? Say you get 8, that's $20,000. You can go buy a property. Or if you just take the four of y'all and put up $5,000, that's $20,000. Might take you a whole year to say the $5,000. Might take you 2, but so what? 2 years, 4 of y'all, $20,000. $10,000 possibly buy a property in any urban community across America. Another $10,000 probably fix it up. Roundabout, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You take that, y'all live in there for a year. You do the same thing the next year. The next person, whoop, go get a house. Now it's 3 of y'all in there. Y'all still keep the same money though. You do that 4 times. All 4 of y'all got a house that you own. Now you continue to, that's just one way. That's one strategy. Because we don't just get caught up on real estate. It's so many small business opportunities that we could do for $10,000 to $20,000. That's going to be lucrative. You understand where I'm coming from? Now, if I gotta say, but you know, I think the Puerto Ricans should do that too. Because I'm hollering or something? No. You ain't gotta never say, to somebody else. Now I'm doing this, that, to Allah. That's it. If you do it to Jesus or wherever else you do it to, I suggest that that's the only thing, whatever only power that you submit anything of yourself to. That's it. You don't never have to say nothing and say, oh, but nah, you know, what about Hamzah, or what about the black? I don't care, because in history proven to me that ain't nobody too worried about me. So I'm not offended by it. I'm offended that we ain't doing shit. That's what I'm offended at. When is we gonna do something? I ain't talking about go beat up nobody. I ain't talking about go hurt nobody. I ain't talking about go get no guns and motherfucking fight. I'm talking about when we gonna fight strategically, economically, strategically, mentally. When are we gonna have gatherings and we come and we educate ourselves? Fuck going out, throwing it up, throwing it back. When we gonna have a night or a weekend that we all come together and we learn something about the different credit unions, the credit bureaus and all that? When we gonna come together and learn about some small investment opportunities? Now listen, this is why I'm saying why we won't or we don't, right? Because now through the psychological warfare that has been strategically indoctrinated in us, on us, against us, through several different eras of life, we do not know how to love each other. We do not know how to trust each other. We do not know how to talk to each other. This is all me. I'm a product of that. So when I'm speaking and talking and sounding ignorant and sounding rude, I'm a product of the effect. This is the effect from the cause. The cause is all the psychological warfare that has been strategically placed against us. Now people say, why are you saying that? Why you act like 2019 everybody against you? Why do you think the white man? I ain't said nothing about the white man. I ain't said nothing about. All I'm saying is, let me see what you're saying, brother. We have to fix our ways of thinking. Coming from where we come from, brothers are afraid to get robbed by their own people. It's hard to put our money in the same people's hands that been through the same stuff as us. This is what I'm saying. So, when I say that, and I'm angry, or I'm full of anxiety, or frustration, or whatever, now, I could be saying it wrong. My delivery may be messed up. But I'm telling you, it's because the shit that I've been through personally, and my people from my creation, and this is what has happened. We got to where this is it. This is where we at. And I don't like it. So I'm going to speak against it. I'm going to speak up against it. And I'm going to say it in a way that might offend some people. But I sometimes I've looked back at things I said, like, yeah, I might have said that better. Or I could have shut up right there and listened a little bit. But I didn't. So, moving forward, what we going to do? And for the people that look like me, don't look like me, look a little bit like me, a little lighter, a little thinner hair, who think that I am me and people like me are still saying, oh, the man done this, the man done that, and they don't understand it. It ain't meant for you to understand it, beloved. You just don't get it. You wasn't meant to get it, and it's okay. I get it. I understand it. I know, I can physically see the effects of the psychological warfare that's been aimed at us. Like I said, through several eras. I can go back to slavery and bring it all the way back to present day. The psychological warfare that has been put against us makes me act how I act, makes me speak sometimes the way I speak, make me don't like some people that I don't like, make me get angry, upset at things. It was a plan. I see it, I understand. This is why I'm so freaking mad. This is why I bug out. This is why sometimes it don't come across right. I'm saying that I ain't right. I'm saying that a lot of the times the way I carry it out is wrong. I'm saying that. But guess what? In the 20 years that I've been doing what I'm doing, or just say in my life, after my father died or whatever, and you got men out here, uncles, this, that, I ain't never really had no real true guidance. May I have not been receptive to said guidance? Possibly because of what? That psychological warfare. I might not have been receptive to some of the guidance. So it might have been some guidance there for me. But I couldn't see it, is what I'm trying to say. And the people coming up behind me, they can't see it. So now I'm mad as shit. So now I don't care if I say, if I'm only addressing the black man and nobody else. Now I don't care if I say I'm upset about the homosexual that's taken away from the black community. I don't care if I say about how many black men is locked up or going through this, that, and the third, but don't say it about nobody else. I don't care. Because psychologically, I'm hurt. We hurt. That's it. So we got to do something different. We got to do something better. I took a older gentleman's number yesterday and said, yo, you know what? I'm going to call you because I really want to figure out how to give my message the right way. I'm going to give you a call and sit down and talk to you. I've done that 100 times. I've done that so many times in this lifetime, and it don't always stick. Now it's about healing that psychological warfare. It's about healing them, you know, that psychological damage. It's about healing that physical hurt. It's about healing that emotional hurt. That's what it's about. You only can fix something by trying to heal it. You know, not put a band-aid on it, cure it. So I'm trying to figure out the cure. So as I'm figuring out the cure, you know, when scientists is working on, they be blowing up shit mess up, it be all kind of problems. That's the stage I'm in. If you don't like it, get away from me. Period. Point blank. Right. So I want us, the black man, to do better. I want us to learn how to trust each other. I want us to learn how to love each other, invest with each other, so we could do better. What do you say to the black men that haven't been discriminated against or haven't grown up in a rough neighborhood and feel like it's a mentality that's grown? I spoke about that earlier. I don't know if you got on. I said, now, those brothers, I might not be able to feel how they feel, and they may not be able to feel how I feel. But it don't mean neither one is right or wrong. And I said, when I come across people like that, or there's people that have that gift or been blessed with that or have that clearer understanding, I listen to them. I feel them out. I support them. I bring the people that come, like how I'm coming and say, yo, let's support that. I do that. You can check my background, my history. I've done that. Like, I've supported people that people may have thought was weak, may have thought was docile, or may have thought was, listen, when I used to go to the schools, I used to have to speak for the people that had master degrees and all that stuff, because the kids didn't used to want to listen to them. I had to let the kids know, no, they is right. That's the cool way. They could hear me because I looked like them, I talked like them, I was dressed like them, I felt some of the same things they felt, so they could relate to what I was saying, when sometimes they couldn't relate to them. But when I told them, yo, this is where I get the game from, when I told them that, that's when they could understand. Come on, man. But let me get up out of here, because people interrupting me with my phone. OVELIFEGONE, gone.